understand how the one Supreme Personality of Godhead acts through his different energies. The living entities are also the marginal energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma is also one of these living entities, but he is specially empowered by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although Brahma is supposed to be the creator of this universe, actually the Supreme Personality of Godhead is its ultimate creator. In this verse, the word Maya is significant. Maya means energy. Lord Brahma is not the energetic, but is one of the manifestation of the Lord's merged energy. In other words, Lord Brahma is only an instrument. Although sometimes plans appear contradictory, there is a definite plan behind all actions. One who is experienced and is favored by the Lord can understand that everything is being done according to the Lord's supreme plan.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We are very fortunate to have with us His Grace Samba Prabhu. Just would like to, many of you have heard, at least all the youth devotees also got the opportunity to hear in this one also, what do you call the Parivartan. So, Prabhuji got introduced to Krishna consciousness at the very early age and joined at the age of 17. He joined ISKCON in 1980, and followed by many responsibilities Prabhuji has taken up. With Surabhi Maharaj, Prabhuji was assisting in the Prabhupada Samadhi in the Vrindavan and Mayapur, and also later Prabhuji got the land in the ISKCON Punjabi Bagh to start from the scratch and developed it almost for 10 to 12 years. Prabhuji was there in the beginning, establishing the center, which is now one of the centers which is very vibrant and distributing so many books. And later for some time Prabhuji was president in the ISKCON Abid's temple also, Hyderabad. And later in 1999, Prabhuji shifted to Vizag, Vishakhapatnam, and there Prabhuji started the construction of the temple, and which is now upcoming temple. And there is a big congregation as well as in the when the temple opens, there will be almost more than 100 plus guest rooms and a big temple in the whole of South India. And last time also I remember when Prabhuji had come to the Youth Preachers Convention, Prabhuji was telling that you should have the Youth Preachers Convention in the Vishakhapatnam. It is just facing to the seashore. You'll have a nice listen. So also there is organic farming is also going on, and with the big Goshala there. So very fortunate to have Prabhuji with us, and let us thank and welcome Prabhuji to ICC temple by chanting Hare Krishna mantra once. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So, this chapter, the chapter title is that Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth, Mother Earth. So the story everybody knows that initially this earth was okay, but because King Behena was a very nasty king, he started doing all sorts of nuisance. So As a result, everywhere inauspiciousness, everything got destroyed. Then everybody approached the saintly people. And saintly people shouted so loudly that King Bhena got a heart attack. But sound, vibration, he died. So that shows that if somebody shouts, automatically the heart attack, so he died. Then they chant King Bhena's body. But I think first churning was not successful. Second operation was successful. And King Prithu Maharaj also is a personal incarnation of the Lord. But he is such a powerful, he could get angry on Mother Earth. So, this particular verse is saying that those who are not sufficiently the Brahma, by your inconceivable potential, you have expanded yourself in many forms. Though the energy of, through the agency of Brahma, you have created this universe, and you are therefore directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So here it's confirming Lord, the Supreme Lord is Supreme Krishna, and even Brahma is also one of the Srila Prabhupada said, the Jiva. Ekela Ishwar Krishna Arsha Bhrita Jare Joise Nachai Se Toise Kare Nitya. The Supreme Lord is Krishna, everybody is a servant. Tasam Brahma Mahajonir Aham Bija Pratapita. Pita Mahasya Jagato Mata Dhata Pita Maha. I am everything. I am your father, I am grandfather, I am your mother, everything. Aham Bija Pratapita. I am the seed-giving father. Mattam Parataram Nanyam Kinchidasti Dhananjaya. There is no truth superior to me. Mai Sarva Midam Proktam Sutti Maniganaiva. I am the teller of everything. I am everything. Everything is connected to me like pearl is connected through the thread. So everything connected to us. So, Bhaktaram Jagatam Sarvaloka Maheshram, he is the Supreme. So this is the, it's trying to confirm. Second is that those who are not sufficiently experienced cannot understand your transcendental activities because these persons are covered by your illusion energy. So we, worldly people, even though sometimes, let's say, devotee, sometime when you underestimate the Lord's energy, then we miscalculate. I just want to bring to your attention, even after understanding all scriptures, Gita, Bhagavad, Upanishad, everything, Puranas, which is confirming Supreme Lord is everything. Everything is resting on Him. Maya tadabidam sarvam jagat bhaktamrita. Matsani sarva bhutani nachaham tes bhavita. He said, everything resting on me. Purusha Shikta says that the whole world is divided in different, universe is divided in different planets, and Lord body is representing. And everywhere His supreme form, Virat Sarup, is there. So this thing, when we underestimate, then at one point we may lose the test. So at any given situation, we should understand His supremacy. Even though we worship, sometimes we underestimate His energy, His power. If we understand Lord's power, no person will leave spirituality. So every moment we have to understand His greatness, His power. It's His energy. Everything is energy. Everything is His energy. Nothing is in this world belongs to anybody else. So Sometime we see even Brahma misunderstand. Sometime we saw even Lord Shiva misunderstood. Sometimes many beings misunderstood. But then, because they are very elevated, they are very dear to the Lord, they could immediately come back. So we have seen many, they understand, but yet they leave bhakti. If we leave bhakti means we could not understand. There was one beautiful story in one pujari in Vrindavan. He used to make garland and do puja to the deities. That he was telling, my dear Lord, you are just standing and I am every day making garland, cooking for you and doing puja. And I think you are also getting tired standing whole day in the temple. What you'll do? And why not you take my service, I take one day your service. And he was a great devotee. He said, okay. But see, you don't know my service. My service is more important. Lord told him. Lord says, if you want, one day I can give you, but you cannot speak anything. If you speak something, it will be a problem. But you just stand like I'm standing whole day. At the end of the day, you give me the report. For one day I can leave you, but certainly you cannot do my job. The devotee says, no, it's a very simple job. Just standing, what is there? In fact, I work, I do all this, clean my pots, all this, do puja and cook, make garland, I give prasadam to the people. I said, just for one day, let me see. I think your job is, but unnecessarily you are standing, getting pain, so I'll stand for you. What is that? So the pujari turned, Sevak turned as a god, and Lord says, okay, he did service. So whole day he was, early in the morning somebody came. One big rich man came. A rich man, he just stayed by voices and he took out his purse. He took some money in the hundi. And he was hurry to go to the office. He left the purse there with a lot of money. So then the person who wished to clean the temple, he was praying to the Lord, the Almighty Lord, I have no money. And I'm starving, I have nothing. And I have to pay so many places for my children education, this. I need some money. So when he saw the purse, last night he could not sleep, and immediately he took it in the pocket. And he thought, so kind. Then that Pujari thought, this is injustice. This not belongs to him, and he took the money. But he promised to the Lord that he will not speak. So he cannot say anything. Then another person, he came, he is sailor. He is supposed to go for sailing. So he came to do puja. And he was praying, my dear Lord, this time, please save me. Nothing should happen, my health should be okay. So when the sailor came, he was praying. That person who lost his, purse, he came with police. And he said, actually, I lost my purse. I had a lot of money. And police says, who are there? Nobody has seen. So they caught sailor. Said, you must have taken the purse. Sailor says, I just came. I am praying. I have not taken your purse. No. You have taken the purse. Then the God who acted, the pujari who acted like God, he said, better I should sort out this problem, I should speak. So he opened his mouth. No, actually, the sailor has not taken the money. Money is taken by the sweeper, the cleaner of this temple, to bring him. So it was sorted out that the cleaner came, he gave the purse, and seller left, and then the rich man, he got his purse back. Now, in the night, when they're supposed to exchange the service, then the the pujari confessed, even though you didn't told me. So Lord asked, whatever. No, I did everything nicely, but one thing I did mistake, I spoke. But I spoke for justice. Lord says, you did big blunder. What you did is very big blunder you did. I told you not to speak, but you spoke. Je hari kare se mama hita. Whatever I am doing, that's best. Why you want to interfere? Now this rich man who came with the purse, he is a filthy rich, he has never done any good things in life. I wanted his money should go for some good cause. At least he'll be saved. And he is giving this money to unknowingly to the poor devotee. And now this sailor, I wanted he should be arrested. And he's supposed to go to the jail for one day. Then the devotee said, why? He said, because this time when he goes to the ship will get drawn, he'll die. I want to save him. So you have spoiled the whole game. What you wanted, what you did is blunder. So we have our plan, and Lord having His plan. We may not understand Lord's plan. We may, underestimate His plan. But it may not make sense to us, but it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense to Lord. It doesn't have any sense. It may have sense. But the sense what we make, it may be not the right kind of sense. The things what we see, that may not be the correct way of seeing. Here we see the Lord saying that this poor devotee, he didn't got help. And now this person, so the rich man, he will suffer. And the sailor will suffer. And the devotee who was praying for little money, he will suffer. So we, as a devotee, we see something. But Lord sees something else. So here he says, one who is experienced and favored by the Lord can understand everything is being done. That means whatever is done in this world, good or bad, whatever happening, it is happening. Mai sarvamidam bhuktam sutri managanaiva. So it is connected to Him. Nothing is moving without His direction. So sometime, we misunderstand and we think the way we think that is right. So what Lord thinks right, that is right. What we think is right is not right. It happened with me also. Recently, a few months back, I got a headache. So doctor gave me some medicine. He said, you have fever? I said, no, but I have headache. I said, Prabhuji, no fever, but headache, why like this? The doctor gave me some medicine. So because of that medicine, I got loose motion. So I thought, loose motion, doctor gave me the medicine, it's too high, 2-3 days. So I took again medicine to stop the loose motion. So again I got the headache. Then again I went to the doctor. I said, Prabhuji, again I got the headache. He said, Samadhasji, what you did? I said, I took some medicine to stop. I said, that's a mistake you did. I told you that you prescribe, whatever medicine I'm giving you, you take it. So then he said, because of this problem in the stomach, you have got headache. So if the stomach problem is over, then your headache will go away. So it's interconnected. What Lord does, it just does favor. When Narada Muni, he lost his mother in snake bite, he prayed to the Lord that you have done, you have blessed me, you were very kind to me, because I was very much attached to my mother. And I could never go to the spirituality. And believe me, myself also, I was very much attached to my mother. My family situation is good, no problem. I would never join maybe, or maybe delayed. But because I lost my mother, I thought, well, now I am so much attached to my mother. You see, in the case of Srila Prabhupada, actually he was thinking to earn money, help, but it didn't work out. But he had a little small conflict with his good wife. It's not a very big thing. All right? And that made him, Srila Prabhupada, such a great. He left home. If you see Dhruv Maharaj, actually, in one sense, that a small child, 5 years old child, anything can happen. Its father has, Uttanpad has told, he didn't welcome him. What is the big thing? But he was saying why it's happened like that. And his stepmother Suruchi, who had a good taste, and his own mother name is Suniti, who had a principle. So principle is much better than taste. So, but Suruchi told very strongly, Dhruv, if you want to be to get affection of your father, then better you be born in my son. That means you have no hope in your life. When he went to his mother, he said, only God can help. So what happened? What he did, he said, okay, I am living. On the way, Narad met, what Narad told, Dhruv, you are too small. Why you take so seriously? Right? So, but he was determined. But because Narad Saw is very determined, then he said, okay. So sometime Guru take a test. When Guru sees that devotee is serious, then he helps. Usually, if some Guru says that, no, you cannot do it, you can, okay. Usually I see many, they say, okay, Guru Maharaj, I cannot do it. But when he said, you are determined to do it, okay, then Guru will bless you. No, you cannot do it. We are, normal devotee will say, no, yes, when Guru Maharaj tells you cannot do it, means you cannot do it. Right? But when he is determined, oh no, I can do it, then Guru blessed. And Narada achieved. What Narada achieved, it's rarest of the rare. Bhagavatam says, even the demigods, they take pleasure of discussing about Dhruva Prahlad, such a great devotee. Srila Prabhupada says in Bhagavatam, so I wish we can have some devotee like a Dhruva Prahlad in our mission one day. So Srila Prabhupada is such an exalted devotee. He himself is like a Dhruva Prahlad. But he is referring such a humble way. What Srila Prabhupada did to this world, it's beyond our understanding. And otherwise, without his blessings, maybe this world would have suffered without Krishna Bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that one day whole world will chant Krishna's name. And every town and village, but it didn't happen. But Srila Prabhupada, he wrote in Bengali, Prithivite Nadanadi Nagaradi Asamudra Nadanadi Sakalai Loy Krishna Nam Tahale Ananda Hai Tabe Hai Digvijay Chaitanya Katha Atishay. That one day, not only that every town and village, but even the birds and beasts, the rivers, and the ocean, every trees, everybody should chant Krishna's name. Then I'll be happy. See the kind of thinking a Vaishnava having. Right? In India, there are so many Vaishnava, so many exalted Vaishnava. But they didn't make this type of endeavor as Srila Prabhupada. So if we remember this such a great saintly person, by his touch, even the fallen, even the very, they become a very high quality of saintly person. Vrindavan Das Thakur told that in Kali Yuga, the 4 type of people, they'll be those who are very hopeless, they'll be blessed. And one is the niche, those who are very low class. And one is a patit, very fallen. One is a what do you call, those who are, what do you call, lazy, those who are, another thing is, I forgot it, the last. 4 type of people, they, those who have all the bad quality, they not clean, they'll be blessed. Other day, His Holiness Jayaprakash Swami Maharaj says that if you speak in the Western country, we have all the good these qualities. That means we are qualified to take the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's blessings. And we see when Jagai Madhai became such a saint, there is ashram of Jagai Madhai in Katwa. And it looks like after a meeting with Gaunitai, they left everything and they were chanting every day 2 lakhs name. And they become saint. And in Navadip, they were criticizing, hey, Jagai Madhai, you become saint. So they could not tolerate all this, what do you call it, sarcastic word. So they left Navadip and they stayed in Katwa. They made ashram. They stayed there. See how the blessings flow. So only thing is that we have to understand through the eyes of a devotee, the eyes of saintly person, then it is possible. If we understand through our understanding, then it's not possible. If we have, what do you call, if we understand through spirituality, through Guru, Krishna, then it's possible to understand. So that means daily we have to have Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Daily we read, daily we learn. And with all humility, we should. But if we have ego that I am a great, like in India, many those who have Janma Sasasata Sivi Ebamana Matapam. If we have good birth, good family background, lot of, and also a lot of money, Sutta Sivi. Somebody is very good orator, or somebody is very beautiful, then what Kunti Devi says, that's also a problem, that is obstacles. In India, when the devotees were preaching in Vrindavan, some Goswami, they told to our devotees, actually, you are a nice devotee, so next birth you'll be born in India. Srila Prabhupada says, you tell them that next time you'll be born in America or other country and you'll preach and we'll go back to Godhead. So Srila Prabhupada said those devotees who are born in other countries, they first, 2 days back also, one Gaudiya Math Swamiji, Guru, he told that all these devotees, initially they were, but those who are born in Western country, actually they are the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They are not ordinary person. They are Mahapurush, they are great. They are very saintly. They born to preach, to spread Krishna Bhakti all over the world. So we have to take seriously Srila Prabhupada, the Guru's word, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. He made a lot of efforts that Krishna Bhakti should be spread all over the world. He tried his best and Srila Prabhupada could do it. And some in Chennai, one person asked Srila Prabhupada that, Swamiji, you have what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, he didn't do it, but you did it. You are greater than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada said, no, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left it for me. He wanted that I should get some credit. It's he who did it. So see the humility. But we are the devotees, we are Vaishnava, we use our intelligence how not to do it, things. And yet we act like a very nice Vaishnava. One Guruji, he was sitting in Vyasasana, and he was trying to read Bhagavatam. And he saw Tulasi tapas. Usually in India, when there's Bhagavatam class, we put Tulasi tapas. So two disciples sitting, and Guruji told, can you bring one Tulasi tap next to me, Tulasi plant? So one disciple, he used his intelligence. He said, Guruji, you have never told us what is Tulasi tap. If you would have told us, I would have gone and immediately I could go and bring it. So Guru's other disciple who was sitting next to this, he thought, now I have to go and bring it. So I should also use my intelligence. Otherwise Guruji will tell me to. Guruji, I know Tulasi plant. That Tulasi leaves are like a banana leaves. So Guru could understand these two guys are not interested to serve. So the Guru told, are you sure you don't know Tulasi leaves? No, we don't know. If you would have told us, certainly we would have done the service. So Guru says, okay, because I already sat in the Vyasasana, I cannot move. So you carry my Vyasasana altogether. I'll tell you where the Tulasi leaves and I'll get you there. So both had to carry. One side and one another side carrying. Well, so it became more heavier. We did mistake. They were whispering, we did mistake. We could have just go and bring it. Now, and Guruji told, you go all around. But Guruji, then both the disciples, they packed on, Guruji, this is a big blunder. We told lie to you. Next time we will not tell lie to you. So in Kali Yuga, you can never know how the disciple act. One time in one guru had a small ashram, and in the evening time, just night is coming. At the time it was drizzling, raining, and one cow was there in the shed. So Guru told to his disciple, "Arey, now rain is coming, and the cow is there. Cow is there, and it looks like that rain is coming on top of the cows. Why the cow gets soaked in the water? You bring this cow, you leave it, and it come inside." He said, "Guruji, cow is tied, and only you can. When I am a small, humble devotee, and I cannot open my tide. I mean, I'm tied up in this world of misery of problems. Only you can open his tide. And you are such a great saintly person, and you are opening everybody's ties. Only you can open the ties. I'm a small, humble devotee. I'm suffering in this world. How can I go and open the ties of cows?" See how. So Guru is thinking, he is my guru or he is my disciple? His disciple or is my guru? So in Kali Yuga you get like this disciple. Instead of doing service, he will use all the philosophy not to do the service. Then in the evening time when they were going to sleep, okay, the Guru went, he opened then when they were sleeping, Guru says, "Can you close this light?" Then disciple told, "Guruji, you told in your lecture that if you close your eyes, you cannot see anything. So better we should close our eyes and sleep." So Guruji got upset. He's a disciple. My disciple, he is Guru. Whatever I'm telling, he's answering me back. Next morning, Guru got up, disciple could not get up. That's how it happened. Guru did puja and all, and somebody offered very nice, so many varieties of laddu. And after finishing all the puja, archana, everything, offering, then Guruji came with all this 2 kg laddu. He said, "My dear disciple, He could not get up. So, why not you get up? Here is so much laddu has come. You take some prasadam. You get up, take bath and take prasadam. Guruji, yesterday I could not follow your instruction. Today I'm definitely, I'll follow your instruction. Give me the 2 kg laddu. And I'll finish up everything. You don't need to disturb. This much I can do, not a person. So, we have to take in right mode. Otherwise, there's so many, they came to Srila Prabhupada, they were Srila Prabhupada. Some they took seriously, some they didn't. Srila Prabhupada says very nicely that ISKCON is like a, what do you call, it is there in Bengali literature. He wrote that it's like a, if in the road one truck got stuck with lot of rice bags, and some birds, they'll come, they'll eat something and go. Some birds from distance they'll watch. But similarly, devotees also, they'll take something, and people. It all depends their ability, understanding. But somebody intelligent, what he'll do? He'll take everything. So, Krishna, he says, I'm giving Krishna Bhakti. It's up to you how we take seriously. So, some they took seriously, some they left. When they were there, when Srila Prabhupada, they were with him. But as soon as Srila Prabhupada left this planet, they also left. So we have to be serious. But some they serve, though Srila Prabhupada gave them association maybe 10 years, 11 years. But they serve the mission after that also in separation. So our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says our mood is to serve the Radha and Krishna in separation in this life. So we had maybe the grand disciple had opportunity to mix with a guru. Usually a guru-disciple relation doesn't last that long, 30, 40, 50 years. Usually in India, gurus are all old, about 50 years old. So it's our luck we could get their association and understand. But it's true in the sense in here, that unless Lord, without Lord's blessings, it is difficult to understand Him. So we keep on striving with all humility. Krishna told very clearly, Murham nanu pashyanti jnana chakshusha. If we are foolish, cannot understand. Dadamite buddhi dibba chakshu diddam dadatite chakshu pashyami jagasharam. I give you the dibba chakshu by which you can know me. Murham. So those who are fool, they cannot understand me. Pashyanti jnana chakshu. With the jnana chakshu you can see. Now, if you calculate other way around, so many stalwart devotees sitting. If you say, no, I cannot understand Lord, that means you are fool. So better we should not think ourselves fool. At least even if we don't understand, tell, yes, I understand. At least people will not understand we are fool. But if you say, I don't understand, that means we are fool. So we have to understand which group we should go. We should be called foolish or we should be intelligent. Even if you don't understand, at least tell, no, I understand. So we have to, this is for a joke, but I am saying we have to somehow try to understand in right spirit. Because sometimes I see that even being a devotee, they get confused. So we have to understand everything going under his direction. Then we know that Prithu Maharaj, he established everything rightly. He, Mother Earth produced everything, and it was back to normal. It says in Kurma Purana, it says that before Prithu Maharaj, before King Vena, it was Satya Yuga, means everything was normal. All were very good devotee. But because of King Vena, actually, some scriptures say that Satya Yuga, you don't need to even implement Varnashram, because everybody is devotee. It's like a Daivi Varnashram. Automatically their Varnashram is going. You don't need to tell. But according to Kurma Puran, after Prithu, this all is Varnashram, it was necessary. Without that, it was problematic. But before Prithu, before King Vena, a whole universe was full of spirituality, and it was moving on. Satya Yuga means whenever Satya in this planet, it becomes Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means nothing you do. Only you do spirituality, everything will go. Even grains will grow automatically. And there is a Kalpa Vriksha. That means whatever you want, you will get it. Fruits, everything grows. You don't need to do even crops. But that is for ordinary devotees very difficult to understand. But that was the system, that is according to Puranas. But when the spiritually diminished, then it goes down like that. But again, in the second canto, it says, Purushokta prayers, it says that actually in the whole universe, 75% are devotees, only 25% in different planets, 25% only non-devotees. So let us, 25%, let us not mix with the non-devotees and try to be best devotee. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that actually going back to God is difficult. It takes some time, 2-3 lifetimes. But Srila Prabhupada insisted, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati insisted, let us go back to God in this lifetime. If possible. Otherwise, we don't know what will happen next. What will be the consequences? How it will happen? You will get the association of devotees or not? What will happen? Basically, we all become devotee by the association of devotees. And that is the only way. Krishna Bhakti Moola Sadhu Sangha. Only by the association of devotees we can get Krishna Bhakti. So let us somehow or other live with the devotees and practice Krishna Bhakti. One devotee in Mayapur, when Srila Prabhupada was there, he came to Prabhupada. He said, Prabhupada, he's got so many problems, so many things. I cannot stay here. He said, Srila Prabhupada said, I agree with you. There is some problem. But problem outside is much bigger. And if you tolerate this problem, you will be in Nityananda. You get Nityananda's blessings. If you go outside, there is Nitya Dukh. What you want? You want Nitya Dukh or Nityananda? There is small problem you tolerate. So if we all have to tolerate what we are in this world, so many small, maybe we don't face bigger problem, we face some problem. But if we tolerate, then we have Nityananda, according to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. Vedvyas ki jai. Sukdev Maharaj ki jai. Saraswati Mata ki jai. Samavita Bhaktavinda ki jai. Any question, any comment? Anything?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thanks a lot for a wonderful class. My doubt is regarding this service. When seniors give us the service, then if we think that okay, it is not under my capability, like I will be able to do it in the proper way or not. So, but like lot of times, like two things will go on, saying like senior devotee has given the service, we should do it with our best effort. Otherwise, like other side is like okay, my skills or capabilities are not matching with this, I cannot do it. So, like how to decide, Prabhuji?
You say sometime, as I understand from you, that when senior devotee ordering, but authority ordering you for some service, maybe it's not your capability to do the service.
One is the capability, other one is the time and circumstances.
Timings. There are many ways of looking things. Maybe senior devotee, he wants, you may not be capable, maybe he wants you should be capable. So if we work hard, if we take it right direction, maybe one day we'll be capable. Srila Prabhupada told to Gargamuni that you go to Africa and you preach. Gargamuni said, Prabhupada, me going to Africa? Prabhupada, they are Negro. And Gargamuni told to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, they are Negro. Africa, I am not going. Srila Prabhupada said, you call them Negro, I call you white Negro. So then Prabhupada called Brahmananda Prabhu. He said, your brother says he doesn't want to go. Why not you go and preach? I bless you, can preach there, not issue. So Brahmananda Prabhu went there, and he preached nicely. So Gargamuni saw he is not capable. He doesn't want to mix with all these people. And I'll tell you, I have heard, I was there. Sridhar Maharaj was very good friend of Srila Prabhupada. I think Srila Prabhupada had he had a friendship with many of our brothers. They may not agree with Srila Prabhupada, but otherwise, but with Sridhar Maharaj he had a very good friendship. So, very trustworthy friendship. So, Sridhar Maharaj told one time, in praise only, he said, what Swami, they call it Swami Maharaj, what Swami Maharaj has done, I could have do something, but I cannot tolerate this hopeless hippies, their bad habits, So I am saying that they could have also do it, but they didn't make themselves capable of doing it. So Srila Prabhupada made himself. Srila Prabhupada also told that actually I am not capable. He wrote in Bengali poetry, I'm just a small devotee. And I got the title, Bhakti Nai Ved Nai Name Khub Bado, Bhakti Vedanta Nam Namashartha Karo. So neither I have bhakti, nor I know Vedas. But my name is Bhakti Vedanta. Nachao, nachao Prabhu, nachao se mate. Kasted putulijata nachao se mate. You make me dance like a doll on your hand. So we all are not capable. What we are doing. We came to chant Hare Krishna Sarabda Vaishnava. Gradually some get. So we should do it with humility. But at the same time, if you say, I am not capable, I will not do it, then when will learn? Nobody became capable from the mother's stomach. All became capable. Right? Somebody says, no, I will not allow my son or daughter to walk because he or she is going to fall. But falling is compulsory. Then one learn. So everywhere we make mistake, we are not capable. But somehow if we make a right attitude, then maybe then Lord will bless also. If we pray, my dear Lord, I got this service, I am not capable. Please help me, I just want to do. I pray to the Vaishnavas. Maybe one day will be capable. And the Jivas, they get blessings. Srila Prabhupada says, actually, we are not capable, but if we strive for the blessings of the Lord, Vaishnavas, maybe one day we'll be capable.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
From the story, Prabhuji, we understood that Krishna's plans are inconceivable, very difficult to understand. And for every devotee, there will be a special plan by Krishna so that we can reach him. So in our life, how do we better understand Krishna's plan and align our decisions in that way so that we can perfect our life, Prabhuji? Many times it will be a little confusing.
Yeah, it's true that, as I told you, for us something doesn't make sense, but doesn't mean that it doesn't make sense to Krishna. What makes sense to Krishna, it may not be making sense to us. So what we need to do is that It's very simple. We have joined to do some service and practice our devotion service, life. If we do nice devotion service, we have a clean mind. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur very nicely told, it is there in Bhagavatam. Oikanta saranagati, sadanga saranagati haibe jahar tahar prarthana sute brajante kumar. When total surrender is there, then tesam satatvitam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhijekam tam janamapumat. I give you the intelligent. Yeah. If you have pritipurvakam bhakti, you get the intelligent. It is a Paramatma, it is a Lord who gives the intelligent guidance, everything. We are not smart, Lord is smart. And those who are intelligent, they never think they are very smart. They know I may make a mistake. So they think everybody is smart. I'm not smart, others are smart. So I have to be smart. I'm saying whatever the caliber we have, at least whatever, gradually we can do. When I joined ISKCON, those days there was only book distribution. And believe me, we were more, I was knowing little English, little Hindi, but one devotee, he has some problem in the ear. He cannot hear anything. I'm talking way back in 78. And there was a flood. So after flood, Bengali Bhagavad Darshan, they got spoiled. So we were trying to dispose it, dry and dispose it quickly. And our leader was very tough leader. 77 also. Bhaktiyananda Maharaj. I think 77. So we were able to distribute only 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bhagavad Darshan. Back to God, Bengali Bhagavad Darshan. And anywhere you go, anybody you meet, he'll ask question. So why you joined ISKCON? What actually happened? So I was just hardly 17 years, 16, 17 years old. And maybe your girlfriend had cheated you, or you didn't like, or something happened, or maybe some problem. What is your problem? So he explained everything for 1 hour. At the end, somebody would have taken one Bhagavad Darshan and no. But this one devotee, still he's alive, Kamakhya. He cannot hear. From beginning, he cannot hear much. Whenever he used to go, he used to sell more, 30, 40. And then the leader, they chastised us so badly. Believe me, you cannot take it. I was there with him for maybe 1 week. 77, the same leader was sweet. But 78, when I was distributing, I was young. I came from 9th class maybe, just to stay with him, because my cousin brother was there. And when I was working with him, he was very tough. He used a lot of wrong language. But we saw that devotee with deaf is not able to hear. Deaf and dumb, he was selling very nicely. And then Maharaj told me, go with him and find out why he is selling, you are not able to see. I don't want to tell in Vyasasana how he was using language with me. And I share with our Bombay Juhu Devakinandan Prabhu. He said that Maharaj was really offensive. He also stayed a few days before me, but I could not stay with him. So what we saw, anybody is approaching, what is the Kamakhya Prabhu, he's telling, Bhagavad Darshan, in telling Bengal, Bhagavad Darshan 1 rupee, take. And they were asking question because he cannot hear anything. He said, I am from Mayapur Chandradhar Mandir, Bhagavad Darshan 1 rupee, Bhagavad Darshan 1. Anybody taking and not taking, just going away. So he was selling. But because we were answering their question, we were not able to sell. And this devotee is really useless. He was a cook. And he was selling. Now you see what is it. And you would see, I'll tell you, long before I was president, Prabhuji mentioned I was president in Delhi, started Punjabi Bhag. For 10 years I was president. Gopal Krishna Maharaj, one time we had a meeting in Delhi, that collection. So for live membership, marathon month, we have to make more live member. Then everybody said, Maharaj is difficult, Maharaj is really good, Maharaj is problem, this problem. Those days, ISKCON was not known. I'm talking 40 years back. Then Maharaj said, look, in Bombay, one devotee, he just 8th class pass. And he doesn't know, except Hindi, he doesn't know Hindi and Gujarati, he doesn't know any language. But he is the best collector. So, it is not your caliber or my caliber. It's Krishna's blessings which works. Somehow we have to strive. Which university Narad Muni went or Ved Vyas went? Dhruva Maharaj went. Which university? Or Prahlad went? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur Jada Vidya, one is worldly education, one is spiritual education. Adhyatma Vidya, Krishna is saying, Adhyatma Vidya. That's two Vidya, Jada Vidya, Adhyatma Vidya. So we have to somehow strive for the spirituality. If spirituality is there, I can give you some practical example. 1989, I was doing Vrindavan Parikrama. And those days, if you see the Vrindavan, what you see now, it's difficult to locate the Parikrama route. Somehow you have to go to somebody's farm, this way, that way, that way. And I took one devotee, he was from, I think, America or Brazil, somewhere, I forgot. So he took me around, he's a little senior to me. He took me senior. Then because they're Hindi people, so I spoke to different devotees, sadhus, that, hey, what are you doing, what is that? He said, and believe me, I don't want to criticize, but few of them I saw, they're not even literate. Hardly 6, 7 class pass, but they had ashram, and they're doing some tapasya. And I asked them, what you want in life? He said, I want my big ashram, nice temple. They had land, but nothing was there. But where I'll go and collect money. But they're doing certain type of austerity. And their aim was like ashram, temple, devotees and all. They're just praying. And they're not very educated. But I see that now they have big ashram. It's all Krishna's blessings. So when Krishna's blessing flows, impossible become possible. Asambhav sambhava. Meeting time can we end class SIDC secretary. So let us strive for blessings. It's possible. Keep on serving. There's one nice, beautiful example is there, but it is true. We have to end. If 5 minutes you can give, few minutes, 2-3 minutes possible. One beautiful example I remember. You see, one Brahmin, I'll end within few. One Brahmin, he had no children in Kashi. So he was praying to Lord Shiva, your Kashi, sir, give me one son. He was praying. He became a little old. And finally Lord Shiva appears that actually in your life there is no son. But I can give you boon. If you want a nasty son, he'll live long time. But if you have a very gentle, nice, sweet son, he'll live only for 5 years. So you choose in between one. You want a notorious son or you want a, gentle one. He said, anyway, if notorious son means my life will be spoiled. I'll have more anxiety. Better to have at least, even in 5 years, let him live 5 years. After that we'll see. He'll live only 5 years, nothing else. So Lord Shiva gave blessings and he eventually got son. Very sweet, very nice. And then when 4 years over, he was praying, my dear Lord, what to do? this son is, and it will be painful if he dies. So he went to some sadhus, saintly persons, that actually in his fate he is supposed to die. The sadhus advised that the only way you can get a blessings quickly, that you pay obeisances to all the sadhus, everybody, Vaishnavas, Sadhu Vaishnavas. No, sorry. Only pure devotee. If you have pay obeisances to pure devotee, all your sinful activity will go away. Then again he went, he said, how to get a pure devotee? We don't know who is pure devotee. Then his guru advised, okay, what you do, you pay obeisances to everybody. So somebody will be pure at least. So he keep on paying, both father and son keep on paying obeisance to everyone. Everywhere, wherever they go, spiritual places, they pay obeisance to all the Vaishnavas. Now they got so much piety that Saptarishi appear there. Saptarishi says, Ayushman Bhava, Dirghayu Bhava, Chiranjeevi Bhava. So Brahman, as soon as Saptarishi appear in their house, pay obeisance, and then Brahman says, it's good that you told, but this boy is going to die within 1 or 2 weeks' time. And what should you do? Saptarishi says, we didn't know that, we got stuck. But we know Brahma is the creator. He can only do something, let us go to Brahma. So Saptarishi took Brahman and son to Brahma. So as soon as Brahma met Saptarishi, immediately he also told, Ayushman Bhava, Dirghayu Bhava, change. The Saptarishi said, our work is done. Now we have no problem. Now it's Brahma's headache. So then Saptarishi told nicely, after all this prarthana, bandhana, everything, paying obeisances. The Saptarishi told very politely that actually this boy is supposed to die within 1 week, 10 days. And you told Ayushman Bhava, so now what will happen to this boy? He said, who gave award to, who told that he's going to live 5 years only? He said, Lord Shiva, he gave the boon for this child. So let us go to Lord Shiva. So all went, Saptarishi, Brahma. As soon as they all went to the Lord Shiva, as usual, Lord Shiva also told, Ayushman Bhava, Dirghayu Bhava, Chiranjeevi Bhava. Now, Brahma said, my work is done. So then Brahma told, it's good you told, but this boy is supposed to die. Then Lord Shiva said, who gave the boon for this? He said, you gave this. Then he said, okay, you all go, I'll take care. Eventually death came. Death personified. He said, what do you want? He said, no, I want this child, he's supposed to die. Lord Shiva says, Lord Shiva told these people that you keep on praying, just pay obeisance in the mind to everybody. And Lord Shiva said, now you count how much piety this boy having. That was the old issue. Then that death personified told that he has so much piety that he will never die. And that person became Markandeya Muni. So, paying obeisances to the Vaishnavas maybe will purify us. Let us pray obeisances to everybody. We don't know who is who. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Markandeya Muni ki jai.